You're locked into the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now, let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
Hello, I'm James Williams, Head Athletic Trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Potter, Assistant AD for Internal Operations at Georgia Gwinnett College. This year, we are proud to implement Be Great, our new student-athlete development program designed to help student-athletes develop the skills necessary to be successful leaders inside and outside of the classroom. In addition, we are launching the Grizzly Leadership Academy, which provides comprehensive leadership training to a select group of high-potential student-athletes. For more information about our student-athlete development programs, visit grizzlyathletics.com. Enjoy the game and go Grizzlies!
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in Metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education and celebrating 10 years since its charter class in 2005. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Are you interested in helping offer a championship experience for every single one of our student athletes? Come join us in the Grizzly Club. You can call me directly at 678-407-5241 to learn more, or see our Grizzly Club information online at grizzlyathletics.com. There you can check out our member benefits like game tickets and insider events, plus make your online donation. We can't wait to have your support of our student athletes and welcome you to the Grizzly Club.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
You're locked into the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now, let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live here at Newk's Eatery. As always, I'm your host, Matt Mahoney. Today we're joined by head men's soccer coach Steve DeCou. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing great, Matt.
You got a busy schedule today.
Yeah, let's hurry up. I got to get out of here. I got to go to practice. I got to get on a bus and get up to Indiana.
So let's talk about this weekend a little bit. Grizzlies went on the road, got a win against LSU-A, came back at home. Tough win against Southeastern, off to one of the best starts in program history. What's your evaluation now after 4 games into the season?
On the positive side of the ledger, we've got talent. We've got great heart. We've got great character. I mean, when you're down 3-1 with 20 to go, let's just say there was not a lot of happy coaches in that game. And then the boys showed their response. Now, realistically, we're not the finished product.
Right.
We've got a long ways to go. We've got some things we've got to sort out. But, you know, I don't think we're playing our best or even close to it right now. We're 3-0-1, so you'll take that.
Right.
But you're not satisfied as a staff. So you're trying to balance it with the boys, and they get it. I really think they understand that we've got a lot of room for improvement. I mean, we're doing some things very well, much better than I would have anticipated. Some of the goals we're scoring, some of the positive plays with that, but then some of the goals we're giving up. It's just, and it's a mentality. We just haven't put 90 minutes together. So you don't want to, you know, get them thinking that we're as great as we are by the record, but we're not, still not probably as bad as we are, and there's room for improvement, so it's trying to find that balance.
Sure, we've got some highlights from the Southeastern game over this past weekend. As seemed to be a target player in these set pieces. Matt Redgrave gets him another one.
Well, Matty's, he's, you know, with 4 goals, a couple assists. Yes, he's a target, but he's not the only one. It's just right now the ball seems to be finding his head. And that's why we brought him and some of these new guys in, because they gave us that presence that we didn't have last year. And so we need that. It's working right now, and we'll keep feeding the beast on corner kicks like that.
And we got to think, 1-0 early, Southeastern. We keep the ball going, and then something that's never happened in Grizzly men's soccer history. We give up 3 goals in the first half. Down 3-1 at halftime. Wasted most of the second half, and then is there a switch? What finally clicked for them to get going as we take a look at Andy White's goal?
I wish I knew what got him going, because I'll definitely try to flip that switch more often. The 3-1 was just, it was a mentality. I think we just got a bit complacent. But, you know, another free kick. Matty heads it across the face of goal. Andy gets on the end of it. I mean, Matt's such a focus that, you know, other guys are going to be able to pick up scraps because of that. But it just wasn't good enough. But, you know, hey, we won. So it was a good response from the guys.
Absolutely. The second goal makes it 3-2. This was, I thought, was the most impressive goal of the whole time. John Connor goes down the left side, beats his defender, and finds one of our go-to guys in Martin Lugo, who he's not going to waste that opportunity ever, or too many times at all.
No, and Martin's kind of struggled a bit to this point, but like you said, great run by John, great delivery, and Martin just timed the run perfectly, and there's nothing anybody could do. So, real proud of those two.
Third goal makes it 3-3, and in my mind, Coach, I'm thinking, wow, we've come back, we've fought, this is what we needed to do. Well, at least we bought us some more time. And the Grizzlies weren't done. Another set piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's our bread and butter right now. I'd like to get some more goals from the run of play, but, you know, if teams are going to just defend you like that's all you can do. So take advantage of the opportunities that the opponent gives us.
So were you, at the end of the day, were you happy that the Grizzlies won, or relieved that we didn't lose?
Relieved we didn't lose, plain and simple. We didn't play well enough for me to be happy. You're happy you win, but you know we can do. There's so much more in it, and the way that we won, I think I was still more frustrated and upset the fact that we were down 3-1 with 20 to go.
Sure. Another big weekend coming up. You're going to head to another classic up in Goshen, Indiana. How did you find these two teams to fit on the schedule to head up there?
The Goshen coach reached out to me. He's a young coach. His, I think, exact wording in his email was, I want my program to see what some of the better teams are, so it's going to be ourselves, Holy Cross, who we play, and then the fourth we don't play is actually Baker out of Kansas. Nice. So, nice tournament. For me, it's kind of a homegoing a bit, because my first ever job was at Huntington, which is they were in the conference with Goshen. So when they called, I know it's a great atmosphere, it's a great field. The dugouts are actually built underneath the bleachers. So the fans sit right on top of you, and in the past, I mean, it's been 10 years. I mean, you were probably, 18 then. The fans, they knew the game, they were very well educated. It was a great environment. So for us as well, I mean, you're in the heart of Amish country. Yeah. So how many of these guys are ever going to see something like that again? So we've got some nice trip planned, going out to eat at places like that to kind of take in some of the cultural experience. And that's what we want with these road trips is, yes, it's good soccer, but These are where the memories are. This is where you have fun on the road, in the hotel, on the bus. We're going to stop in Louisville, stop at Churchill Downs. I'm going to put a couple bets in because, the budget, I'm trying to, big trip next year. Got to pay for gas. No, but we're going to try to do some things like that so it's not just a soccer trip.
Well, Coach, guys, enjoy yourself. Be safe. We're looking forward to having you guys back, and good luck as always.
Thanks, Matty.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with head women's soccer coach Chris Kouns. You're watching Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzlies Digital Network. The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in Metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education and celebrating 10 years since its charter class in 2005. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
Hello, I'm James Williams, head athletic trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. We're joined now by head women's soccer coach Chris Kouns. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing terrific, doing terrific.
I would imagine after 2 wins like that this past weekend, it's not too terrific. It's a pretty good word.
Well, it's always great to start with 2 wins. And I think that as we're trying to change things, it's good for the kids to get feedback that, it's going to be successful. But there's certainly room for improvement as well.
Well, let's take a look at some of the highlights. First, Friday night versus USC-Beaufort at home. How important? A lot of goals here against the Sand Sharkers. They keep things going as well. On the 21st minute, Nikki LaFave, another returner, gets it on the action.
Yeah, that we've been, again, talking about finishing, and Nikki did a lot of finishing last year, but as you notice, she started to run in a little bit across the defenders and then cut through, and that's one of the things we've been working on with her, is trying to not be so vertical in her runs, and it was a terrific job again. You can tell that she's paid attention to it, and she definitely was rewarded.
LaFave goes back-to-back to give the Grizzlies a 3-0 lead in about the 21st minute, and this down to 28th minute. First 30 minutes, you're up 3-0.
Yeah, we were very, very fortunate that they played an extremely high line of defenders against us, so there was a lot of room for us to run in behind them. And as a result, we found ourselves in some good scoring positions and had a little bit of success.
And then also right before halftime, Hannah Engelbrecht gets her first goal of her Grizzly career as well. What's it mean for some of these players that come off the bench in a high-scoring game to get a quality moment like this?
Well, I think for her it's great because she really feels like she made a contribution. And, it's always difficult when you're a defender because you don't do that very often.
Right.
But, I think that what I was really pleased about was Amanda Yarger, a freshman, hits the ball. Then Bethany Johnson went up and flicked on the header, which was a terrific job. And then Hannah closed the door. So it was 3 players who may not necessarily make a contribution. That contribution.
So the Grizzlies led at halftime. I'm not sure what the halftime pep talk was, but it couldn't have been too much of one. The Grizzlies end up going on, winning the match. Georgia Barton and both Lauren Moss get in on the action in the second half under the lights, and again, just some quality soccer all the way around.
Yeah, we were very pleased with that, and I think that it was one of those things where we expected to be able to impose our will a little bit and win, and it was nice to do so in a fairly commanding fashion.
So you get the first one off your back, so to speak, a big 6-0 win over USC-Beaufort. What sort of attitude adjustment did you have Saturday going into Sunday? You knew SCAD was going to be pretty good.
Yeah, we knew SCAD was receiving votes just like us in the top 25, and we also knew that they were going to be more physical than we were. We're not a very physical team at this point, so we're having to work on that mentality and work on that focus. So when we came out against them, we were just hoping that there wasn't going to be a little bit of a letdown. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a letdown, which sometimes happens after a 6-0 game. You get complacent. And I think that complacency took us a little bit before we kicked in against SCAD.
And SCAD actually kicked in first. They scored first, but how important was it to coach for the Grizzlies to come right back and score the equalizer?
Yeah, I tell you, it was terrific because we were a little bit down that it had happened, and then you get Mary Vernetti coming out of the back, a player in a new position, doing everything that we've asked her to do. And it was great to see that rewarded and how everyone responded and went around that goal.
So it was a rocket for Vernetti, 27th of her career. Then you get to overtime, and anything could happen in overtime. You can win in a blink of an eye. You could lose in a blink of an eye. And I think what happened was everybody blinked at the same time, except for Amanda Yarder. Talk
Absolutely.
about her ability to just keep the play alive and chase down this loose ball. This is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where we certainly didn't expect Jessica Beasley to try to play a ball like that. But once she played it in and it was behind, you have to give Yarger complete credit. And she's done a terrific job with that all preseason long, just continuing to fight and continuing to work. And once she got that ball, the thing that was most impressive was she quickly turned. She played a diagonal ball to the 6-yard box that we talk about playing all the time. And sure enough, there was Bristol Countess waiting exactly where she was supposed to be.
Bristol even said in the post game, she talked about so many times I run to the front post because that's what I've been taught to do or that's what I do, but something told me to just hang out right here, and it's an adjustment by her, and she said right place at the right time. I have a feeling Coach might have had something to do with that.
Well, I don't know if it had something to do, but that's where I tell them we'd like to be. I think that one of the things in that transition from the old coaching staff to this one is the old coaching staff may have gone to the inline and then driven it straight across. But my thought process is much more about getting it to the 6 or the PK mark,
sure,
so we can finish rather than having to tap it in.
A little tougher competition this weekend. You guys are going to hit the road, maybe hit the airwaves. You're going to catch a flight from Atlanta down to South Beach in Miami, hang out there for a couple days. But what's something in the grand scheme of things when you come back to Atlanta, this was a successful trip?
I tell you, it's a successful trip if we just continue to improve on the things that we did this past weekend. When you're playing the number 2 team in the nation, it's very difficult. And then when you have to turn right around afterwards and play in that Miami heat, it certainly is going to be a challenge. But I think for us, if we can continue to improve in the areas that we have been focusing on, that's going to make it successful. I'd of course love to come away with 1 or 2 wins, but that's not necessarily going to be the benchmark.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, I know Coach DeCou's leaving us. You're leaving us. Be safe in your travels. Good luck this weekend over the Labor Day weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with GGC women's soccer captain.
Melissa
Senior,
Lay. Yes.
Local product as well, Melissa
Absolutely.
Lay. We'll have her next right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Are you interested in helping offer a championship experience for every single one of our student athletes? Come join us in the Grizzly Club. You can call me directly at 678-407-5241 to learn more, or see our Grizzly Club information online at grizzlyathletics.com. There you can check out our member benefits like game tickets and insider events, plus make your online donation. We can't wait to have your support of our student athletes and welcome you to the Grizzly Club.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Potter, Assistant AD for Internal Operations at Georgia Gwinnett College. This year, we are proud to implement Be Great, our new student athlete development program designed to help student athletes develop the skills necessary to be successful leaders inside and outside of the classroom. In addition, we are launching the Grizzly Leadership Academy, which provides comprehensive leadership training to a select group of high-potential student athletes. For more information about our student athlete development programs, visit grizzlyathletics.com. Enjoy the game and go Grizzlies!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk. We're joined now by senior captain of GGC Women's Soccer, Melissa Lay. Melissa, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain here. Enjoying some lunch at Newk's. Have you got lunch yet?
Not yet. I will though.
Talk to Coach about that.
I will.
He can help you out.
Definitely will.
Melissa, for you, it's your senior year. A long journey for you. Has it hit you yet? Like, this is it. Like, this is your senior year.
Yeah, it really hasn't hit me yet, to be honest. It's been a long journey, but I'm just taking it one day at a time, one practice, and one game at a time, to be honest.
Talk to me about practices with Coach, because this is new for you. It's new for him, new for you.
Right.
New players, old players. Tell me what Coach is really like at practice.
Practices are really intense, really good. We get in there, get it done, get out. It's not long drawn out. It's really intense. I really like it, and every practice has high intensity, and everyone's working hard. So.
For you, you've been elected a captain, and for Coach, he's kind of implemented this selection process to be a captain. It's pretty unique, pretty different. Talk to me about how you ended up being a captain.
Okay, it was like a job interview process, to be honest. You had to send 3 letters of recommendation. Then you had to have like a leadership philosophy, so like 2 to 3 paragraph statement. And then we had to sit in front of a leadership committee that consisted of faculty here at GGC from the athletics department. So it's pretty intense, but I think it's good preparation for the real world. So
pretty cool. So now you wear that captain's armband at practice, in the classroom, on the field as well. What's kind of your role? Do you lead by example, or are you one of the barkers on the field?
To be honest, I'm more one of the quiet reserves, so I lead by action, but I also think it's my job not to be a voice just on the field, but off the field for my teammates, and also to be a mentor to the younger classmen. So.
And for you, you've been in the defense last time I checked. I mean, by the time you get to Miami, you may be starting at forward.
Who knows?
And that's kind of the philosophy of this team. We'll take anything that comes our way and deal with it. But if you are in the defensive half, even the defensive third, how do you judge a good game versus a bad game? Because sometimes we get caught up in stats and goals and assists. And how do you judge a good versus a bad game in your position?
For me personally, I go through mental checklists to see, did I let the offensive player turn? How many shots did they get on goal? You know, how many times was I in the supporting role that I needed to be in? So I go through a mental checklist, and then really it all goes by gut feeling, how I feel at the end of the game, to know if I did my job right or not. Because
you're a pretty smart player. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that. We watch the games and we say, you're a pretty smart player. You're where you're supposed to be.
Thank you.
A lot of the time. And Coach would probably say the same when you watch film. Is that something you grew up with, or is that something that's not necessarily teachable?
I think part of it is instinct, but part of it is also being coachable, that you gotta be able to take criticism, accept it, and take that and make yourself a better player from it. So.
You guys been to South Florida last year.
Right.
Took on similar opponents, what was Northwood, now Kaiser.
Right.
What are you looking forward to on this trip? Big weekend coming up.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, it's our first weekend traveling as a team. Half returners, half newcomers. I really am just excited for this challenge, and I think it's a really good opportunity for us to show what we're made of, and also it shows where we need to improve on as we go forward in the season.
Now, Coach says he's got a couple of things up his sleeves. He won't even tell me what you guys are doing. What sort of activities on the bus rides, or what do you guys get into that's fun on the team?
I'm not sure. We haven't had a bus ride yet, so I'm pretty excited to see. Who knows?
Well, Melissa, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank
Good
you so
luck
much.
this weekend.
Appreciate
Be safe in your travels too. And
Thank
then this is your first, right? Shout out. Are you ready?
Shout
You got to be ready for this, right?
Okay.
Look right in the camera there. Give me some shout outs.
I would like to make a shout out to my mom and dad, who will be traveling to Florida this weekend, and also Dree, our assistant coach, because it's her birthday.
Oh, today?
Yeah, today.
Very nice. Happy birthday, Coach. And so, Melissa, again,
thanks
for
so
stopping
much.
by.
Appreciate it.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back, put a nice little bow on this show. You're watching Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network. The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education and celebrating 10 years since its charter class in 2005. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Are you interested in helping offer a championship experience for every single one of our student athletes? Come join us in the Grizzly Club. You can call me directly at 678-407-5241 to learn more, or see our Grizzly Club information online at grizzlyathletics.com. There you can check out our member benefits like game tickets and insider events, plus make your online donation. We can't wait to have your support of our student athletes and welcome you to the Grizzly Club.
Hello, I'm James Williams, Head Athletic Trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk. Eatery. Big thanks to Coach DeCou. He's literally ran out the door. He's going to go to practice at 1. They're catching a bus, and they're headed north to Goshen, Indiana this weekend. Big thanks to Coach Kouns, who team will practice a little bit this afternoon. And then, as always, Melissa Lay. Our athletes have done a fantastic job with their busy schedules, squeezing in some lunchtime here at Newk's. Big shout out to our friends here at Newk's Eatery. They have been working extremely hard. They're trying to open up a new restaurant. The staff is always here, always working hard. So big thanks to Greg and Bill and the rest of the staff here that have been tremendous to us here at Grizzly Athletics. All right, trivia question time here, folks. Trivia question. Grizzly men's soccer is off to their best start in program history. Currently, what is GGC's men's soccer record right now? Tweet us in. We'll tweet this out on Grizzly Athletics later on, but the first person to tweet in the correct answer for the record for Grizzly men's soccer will win a 4-pack of tickets and a Grizzly gift bag too. So get on the Twitter machine, get on there, send us a tweet, and you can be our Grizzly fan winner. Grizzly men's soccer, aforementioned, heading to Goshen, Indiana for the Goshen College Classic. They're going to take on Holy Cross on Friday at 5 o'clock, and then they're also going to play Goshen on Saturday at 7 o'clock. We will not be there. The Grizzly Digital Network won't be there, Marissa. We're not going. But somebody in Indiana is broadcasting those games, and so get on grizzlyathletics.com, social media as well, and we will tweet and post and all that fun stuff. We'll have those links to watch the broadcast on our website, grizzlyathletics.com. So we won't be there, but somebody will be broadcasting that for you all, so be sure to check that out later on this week. Women's soccer is heading south. They're going to Miami. They're going to take on Kaiser on Friday and then St. Thomas on Sunday. Same situation. We're not going to be there, but somebody in Florida will be broadcasting there. So we will, if they are broadcasting the game live, we will post that on our website, grizzlyathletics.com, and also on our social media accounts. Right, Clay? Yep. Thumbs up from Clay. What else we got? Shout out to Colin. They got left high and dry. Melissa Lay, she couldn't quite get the communication there. So shout out to Colin Wilson, our producer, as well. Grizzly fans, enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Be safe, be smart, wear your Grizzly gear, and have a tremendous time. We'll see you guys back here next Wednesday for Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. For our entire cast and crew, I'm Matt Mahoney, signing off saying so long, everybody. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. You can watch archive broadcasts and feature stories in the On Demand tab of the Grizzly Digital Network. For the most recent information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.